Member for North Coast.
Thank you, Honourable Chair. I started the day out feeling quite elevated and spirited, but I must admit that I'm quite taken aback by a couple of the last speakers on the opposite side of the House. I think, to quote the Prime Minister, it's 2016. I think today would have been a good day to stay home or stay in the office because you're not contributing whatsoever. To portray trans people and the LGBT community as a special interest group with a big agenda, I can't believe that we're having this discussion in the House. Today marks a big step for British Columbia. It's a step towards a more open, diverse, and tolerant society. Pardon me?
Members, please continue.
We're here today to amend the BC Human Rights Code to explicitly protect transgendered people under the Human Rights Act. And this is due to the tireless work of transgender activists and their allies. This includes organizations like the Trans Alliance, the Vancouver Pride Society, the BC Teachers Federation, West Coast Leaf, and the BC Civil Liberties Association, and countless activists, and the people that are in the gallery today. And I must say, my colleague from the West End, I'm proud to be your colleague, and I thank you for your tireless work. British Columbia is the 8th jurisdiction in Canada to make transgender rights explicit in their Human Rights Code, and I think it's about time. As I was just mentioning earlier, before I was interrupted by comments from the other side, today marks a big step forward, a step towards more open, diverse, and tolerant, a more diverse and tolerant society. For years, New Democrats have joined with the LGBTQ community to fight for this change. We applaud them for their determination, and we're happy and proud that this legal recognition will now be in place. The explicit recognition of gender identity and expression under BC's Human Rights Code was well overdue. We know that transgender British Columbians, especially trans people of color, trans people of Aboriginal descent, experience high rates of violence and suffer from discrimination in housing and employment. Simply adding gender expression and identity to the BC Human Rights Code won't eliminate discrimination and violence, but it sends a clear message, a clear signal that transgender and gender variant people are welcome in British Columbia and are equal under the law. At a time when transgender people in many places are under attack, it is more important than ever for our government to send a clear signal that they are protected under our human rights laws. We hope that this is just the first step taken by the government to make our province a more welcoming place for transgender and gender variant British Columbians. Honourable Speaker, I was just going to close with those few notes of congratulations and celebratory, the spirit. But as you can see, I'm quite taken aback by the comments on the other side to mischaracterize the LGBTQ community as a special interest group with a big agenda. I think that's crass, and I loathe those comments. I remember when I came out as a lesbian at the age of 17, I did not participate in the Gay Pride Parade. And I had the notion that I hear often from privileged heterosexual people saying, well, when there's a straight day parade, I will attend. And I too had those notions. But it was my mother, my heterosexual mother who produced me, who said, Jen, the day that you are not discriminated against, the day that you don't have to come out of the closet to me, is the day that you don't have to go to Gay Pride. My mother, I thank her for those words, and I have attended every Gay Pride parade I possibly could since then. However, we don't have them up in Prince Rupert in the north. We're not quite there yet. However, we do have a rainbow crosswalk, a rainbow pathway, so we're going in the right direction there. Again, I just want to say thank you to my colleague, and thank you to all those activists.